Hello everybody, my name is The Spectrum and this is some more shotgun gameplay on the map Fallen Playing Kill Confirmed. This is by far not the best map for a shotgun. I know I start off with the ACR, but if you'll notice, I swap to my U-Bro class, my Brosas class. Now, I do actually have 10 legit classes before you say anything because of COD Elite getting that extra prestige token at Christmas. And I have 10 custom classes due to the fact I have, all the Call of Duties, blah 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 blah. But regardless, I posted this gameplay because it's the only one I got with the USAS today, and I kind of wanted to show you what you can expect from like an almost naked shotgun. Because let's admit it, the grip and the kick proficiency on a shotgun do not do anything. Because most of the time you're not going to be ADSing, so that's regardless. I did find out what they did to the shotguns to improve them. Instead of the extended mag glitch where you got more pellets per shot, it was that's taken out and they've replaced that with just buffing the powers of the shotgun. So you still get those moments where you sort of go, what just happened there? You probably noticed them in this gameplay. Like this one, it takes me so many shots to kill him, and then he goes into last stand. It's like, what? You'll get those moments, but they don't happen as often. At least not with the U-Bro, not with the Brosas. It's a really good gun now, I feel. I mean, it was a good shotgun before. It was just dwarfed by the striker, as all shotguns were. But now I feel like it's actually usable, and especially with steady aim on, it's really good with steady aim. I feel like there is potential now for the damage proficiency or range proficiency to be too powerful on some of these shotguns, but only potential. I don't think many people are going to care because not many people get to damage and range on a shotgun regardless. And they might now because they are a lot better. The Spaz 12 you saw yesterday is kind of alright, it's not as good. The Model 1887, I don't have any visual gameplay with it, but that is really, really good now. I feel like it's got a very, very solid shot on it. And I believe the pump action, or lever action, is faster than the Spaz 12, but don't quote me on that. I'm no Xbox ahoy, I don't know all these figures. The KSG, because I've tested most of these now, KSG, its range is pathetic. When it was before the patch, it seemed decent because compared to the rest of the guns, it had some level of consistency. You got more one-shot kills with the KSG than you did a Spaz or a Model 1887. So it seemed like the better option, but now like the range on it compared to say like the Spaz is so short that you're just unarmed for most gunfights you're going to get into, especially in this game where everyone's just using MP7s and PP90s. You're never going to be in one of those gunfights with the KSG where you can win at decent range, and you have to earn the range proficiency with that gun to make it worth it, and I just can't be bothered to do that. I mean, I do like the fact that I can use shotguns now, and that has given me some reason to play the game, because shotguns on Black Ops weren't that interesting, I'm not gonna lie. But I want to kind of branch out. I was thinking of just kind of playing Team Fortress 2 for a bit, since it's free to play and I have it. See, that moment, getting shot in the shoulder with a shotgun should really kill him. But whatever. As you'll probably see by the end, this isn't the best gameplay. Although I do lead the lobby, which kind of shows that I did pick up a lot of tags. So you can deem that decent in your gameplay. I do like the Brosas. So it's going to be one of those things that if I do come back to play Modern Warfare 3 in the future, should I ever feel like it, this will probably be the automatic gun of choice for me. Like how the ACR is my automatic assault rifle that I chose, and the MP7 is the automatic, submachine gun I chose. But yeah, the shotguns are good now. They just are. They work. to an extent, you know, there are still moments where they let you down. The striker I know has been nerfed. I still haven't used. I have no interest to use a nerfed gun to test if it's been you know, fixed or whatever you want to say. Because to some people, like, nerfing the striker might seem like breaking it, and to some people it might be fixing it. And here's the thing, right? This is what I don't understand. So many people like crying out for Infinity Ward to fix the quote unquote fix the akimbo FMG9s. I was about to say FMJs then. No. The thing is that they're not particularly overpowered, but the reason they're so hated is because people run around with them. And like, I get a lot of people, when I say, like, in comments and stuff, like, they're not that overpowered, people reply saying, yeah, they really are, why do people run around with them? It's like, well, why do people run around with guns in this game then? Or like, why do they just run around with riot shields? You know, it's that kind of like, of course people run around with guns. They're guns. They shoot people. You can't stop people from running around with guns. It's just not how it works. And the other thing is that, you know, it's almost as bad as saying, like, oh, well, I don't like camping, but I don't like people running around with guns either. Like, you know, you can't stop people from playing the way they play. You just can't. There's no method of stopping people from playing how they play. And I don't know, ooh, that was some vicious lag right there. You know, there's no way of saying to someone stop camping, because why should they? Why should they listen to you? Why shouldn't they just play how they want to play? How can you tell someone to stop rushing? Because they won't. Like, people, it's a game. They should be able to play it the way they want to. And the trade-off with that is, of course, when people are allowed to play it how they want to, they play it not necessarily in a nice way. They play it in a way to win, obviously. That's always a nice thing, but they play it for more reasons than we'd like them to. Like, once you give people freedom to do whatever they want on the internet, people will spend time making useless jokes up on Facebook. People will spend their time, you know, insulting random people for no reason. Like, they'll spend their time doing that rather than getting involved in political movements and creating their own content so that they can share it with the world and feel pleased about something created. That's how the internet works, and that's how multiplayer games work. If you, especially when you have the most popular game, you know, you can't force people to play the most popular game the way that, you know, that you want them to, and just saying, oh well, I'll fix the guns that they're using. They'll just find something else to run around with and get up in your face. At the end of the day, they will use an LMG if it means that they can piss people off with it. So, like, yeah, in the FMG9s patch, we'll not fix it because they'll just go to the Scorpions and then the MP9s and then the G18s. They'll do everything to make sure that they've got some guns to run around with. So, stop complaining.